and start banding together and putting some new people out there, you know, new people in office. Here we go. Grapple chat. Grapple chat. The Raw after Money in the Bank, June 18th, 2018. Let's get it. I am here live at Monday Night Raw, as you can tell by my background. Don't look too hard, okay? I know that there are people standing still, but I told them they better not move during this review. I told my jersey it better move. All right, here we go. Guys, honestly, let's freaking go. This Raw is the Raw we should always have. All right? Why are the Raws and SmackDowns after pay-per-views sometimes better than the pay-per-view itself? Why is that? A lot of times, when it's a major pay-per-view, it's like, what the heck, dude? There was just a life of vibrance, a electricity. You could feel it was palpable. There was electricity during this Raw I did not feel during the entirety of Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank was a good pay-per-view. I'm not saying Money in the Bank was bad, but man, Seth Rollins said it perfectly. He came out tonight and he said, "There's an electricity back in that locker room. There's a vibe." And honestly, dude, I could feel it here. I could feel it right here. I mean, right here. I should point here instead of right here because that looks weird. I could feel it right here, guys. There was an electricity. There was an awesome feeling that something big was gonna happen tonight, and they did not disappoint. This Raw was the stuff that I'm looking for in a Monday Night Raw. Okay, and it all starts with what I keep on saying over and over again, and that's attention to detail. You're not making me feel like a fool for watching your pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. The things that happened at Money in the Bank continued to matter in ways that made Raw even better. It wasn't like, oh yeah, Money in the Bank is gone. Okay, forget that. Now we're here. Now we're Raw. Okay, forget all that. It wasn't like that. It was like, remember Money in the Bank last night? Well, look, it all mattered. Everything moved on into something more. It bloomed into something something that's going to push forward into Extreme Rules, and I just must say, thank you, WWE. I don't know if Money in the Bank was just, like, the build towards Money in the Bank was just holding them down or something, but honestly, this was a breath of fresh air. It really was. Let me first, before I really get into the review of each match, I gotta say thank you. I gotta say hi to everybody in the freaking chat right now, guys. These people over here, they are the lifeblood. They are the hype that flows through my veins when I do these reviews, when I do my live reactions. These people over here deserve the props. So hang on. If you're watching this after the fact, you too could be part of the chat. Show up 15 minutes after Raw is over, 15 minutes after SmackDown is over, 15 minutes after NXT airs on the WWE Network, 15 minutes after a takeover, 15 minutes after a WWE pay-per-view. I'm live doing Grapple Chat, my review of the events that have occurred. So get in this chat. I'm saying what's up to the Mo. I'm saying what's up to Big Rudd. I'm saying what's up to Joe Hardaway. I'm saying a big what's up to Adam Bomb, one of the biggest, longest supporters. Biggest, longest. That sounds... Anyway, biggest, longest supporters, Adam Bomb. I'm saying what's up to Cringe Man. I'm saying what's up to Finish Hype King, one of the hugest, longest supporters. I'm saying what's up to Mikkel. Mikkel's been hanging out with me today as well. Who else? I'm saying what's up to Akari. I'm saying what's up to Ricky Gray, he was the previous legit boss. I'm saying what's up to Blueprint. Of course, Blueprint, man. This guy is one of the only people who's tasted victory against Gritty Urban when it comes to fighting games. Who else am I saying hi to? I'm saying hi to Hawkeye. Man, there's just too many people to even cover. I'm just going to say, what's up, all right? If you see somebody's name pop up in the chat, that's what's up. Irish Bongsmoker, heck yes, it's too sweet. Snowman's in the chat too, okay? Just everybody. All right, man? I cannot believe how hyped this was. I just must say, guys, what a freaking Raw. I might not even give it like a full review. I'm so happy. I am so happy. Monday Night Raw was actually great tonight. Holy moly, man. I might not even have to talk about everything. Let's start this off right though. Let's give it the respect it deserves. If it breaks down and becomes just me saying Raw was great, then I'll just end it, okay? I'll give you guys like a half an hour review and we'll just call it a night, all right? Because I got some other things I'm doing tonight as well. I'm doing Cine Monday, guys. Once per month, I do an event called Cine Monday where I stream an entire movie from yesteryear on my Twitch channel, and we all hang out, we eat popcorn, we just have fun watching it and talking trash or making jokes. It's just fun, man. So get on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. Be part of the action over there. I do a lot of cool stuff there. But let's start this right. Monday Night Raw started off in a place that I honestly was like, oh no. They really are just going to do the average everyday Monday Night Raw. But guess what? No. What they did was they put Kurt Angle in the ring, and I heard the "you suck," and I was like, oh no, Raw, I feel the same way about you. But no. He brings out Alexa Bliss. She's got her champion. She doesn't have her championship. She comes down to the ring, and for some reason there has to be a ceremony where Kurt Angle hands her the championship, and she accepts it even though she won it, and she walked out with it. Did she walk out with it last night and just hand it to Kurt Angle and say, "Keep this for me. I'll see you at Raw" or something? That's kind of weird that a champion would win a championship and then be separated from it immediately and then have to like reclaim it. And this just feeds into what I was talking about last night with this incredible favoritism that Alexa Bliss gets. Her favoritism is off the charts, guys. They favor her so crazy. They're like, we know you won it last night, but we gotta put it on you tonight as well. We gotta present it to you. Like it was like a ceremony. I was like, what the heck is going on? Anyway, all right. So Alexa Bliss gets presented the championship. She starts talking that trash. She's like, I'd like to thank the crowd. I'd like to thank everybody for the opportunity to rub it in everybody's face. I loved it so much. It was awesome. She had that nice turn. I love how she's incorporating that heel turn. Even though she's already a heel, she incorporates like that heel turn into her promo whenever she needs to come out here and cut a promo. She's like, I'd like to thank everybody for the opportunity to rub it in your face. Like she always has that like abrupt fall off the cliff. She fell into the Grand Canyon, became a heel immediately. I loved it. The crowd was like, oh God, we saw it coming. Then Ronda Rousey's music hits, and Ronda Rousey, she takes off her jacket on the stage. She's like, I'm not here to talk. I'm here to smash your face. So she takes off her jacket. Ronda Rousey comes down. I expected it to be Nia, but Ronda was at Raw. I was like, okay, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, all right, Raw. You got Ronda out here. Good stuff. Ronda comes down to the ring, and this is what transpires.
I thought you'd be doing physical therapy with Nia Jax, but did you come out here to show me all the bruises and welts from the Money in the Bank briefcase that I left all over your body?
All over your body.
Or did you come out here to learn a little lesson? Because clearly you don't understand the difference between UFC and WWE.
Still talking that trash.
No. It's true. Because last night what I did was 100% perfectly legal. Legal. Now, it's not all
Kurt Angle's trying to keep them apart.
Rhonda, I will tell you this. Last night, you looked like you were just seconds away from making Nia tap. But I guess we will never know now, will we?
Oh.
You're out here because you just couldn't stand the fact that last night the headlines weren't about you. Last night, ESPN did an interview with me. Bleacher Report did a story on me. Sports Illustrated, Forbes, CBS News, me.
Alexa killing it.
Because I'm the Raw Women's Champion, Rhonda. And you are, I'll say it, irrelevant.
Oh. Ronda Rousey has that killer look on her face.
And if you ever want a championship opportunity, you better get in the back of the line, you overhyped rookie.
Oh. Ronda's after her. Oh my God, dude.
Rousey provoked by the champion. This is inexcusable.
Kurt Angle catches a freaking judo throw.
You can't put your hands on Kurt Angle. Bliss with the
Oh
briefcase,
my
and Rousey
God, dude. Anyway. All right. Ronda Rousey proceeds to destroy half of the officiating staff, referees, Kurt Angle himself. She grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase, smashes Alexa Bliss, smashes Kurt Angle for trying to stop her from smashing Alexa Bliss. She just destroys, decimates everybody. She walks up the ramp after she's destroyed probably 4 referees, Kurt Angle and Alexa Bliss, just looking like a straight beast. And she gets to the top of the ramp, and she's putting on her jacket. She seems to have more trouble putting on her jacket than destroying a Hall of Famer, the Raw Women's Champion, and 4 referees. Like, she gets her jacket on, she walks backstage. He doesn't run, she just walks backstage, and then a little later on, we see Kurt Angle backstage with her, and he's like, I don't even know what to do right now, but I gotta suspend you. You can't do stuff like that. So Ronda Rousey gets suspended for 30 days. Later on in the night, we get a phone call between Kurt Angle and Stephanie McMahon, which seems like it's gonna kind of reverse the pressure of that or something, reverse the 30-day mark. But no, Stephanie McMahon is like, good job. 30 days sounds good. So 30 days it is. I guess Ronda's up out of here for 30 days. Then we get Seth Rollins comes out, and you could tell they're like, yo, let's do it. Everybody in the crowd is hyped to see Seth. Seth, he's like, hey, after last night, it was a great show. And then he's like, what do you say we do ourselves a Intercontinental title open challenge? Yes, and everybody's hyped for it. And he's like, all right, who in the back is brave enough to come down here? And then you hear Dolph Ziggler's music hit. And I was thinking, man, this is going to be a good match. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Man, this is one of my dream matches. If they let these guys go for a good 25 minutes and gave them just a free reign to do everything that they're capable of, this could be an incredible match. So I'm getting hype. I'm like, yes, let's go. Because Seth is my fantasy league dude in my fantasy league. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's get this win. And then Drew McIntyre's music hits, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I legitimately got scared. Like, there are very few times where I'm sitting here at home watching WWE and somebody's music hits and I get scared, but I legitimately felt fear when I heard his music. And people are going to say, you're nerdy, Gritty, you're nerdy. No, I'm not nerdy. It's just, I was thinking, okay, here comes a good match. And then all of a sudden, I hear the music that means, here comes your destruction. Okay, because Drew McIntyre is not going to lose a match or look bad anytime soon, dude. You could just tell by the way they're booking him. Drew's music hits, and it sounds like the Terminator drums are in there and everything. I'm hearing do 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 do. I'm hearing Adam Bomb's old theme song, and I'm so scared because I'm like, no, not him, Dolph, please, Dolph. And then Drew steps up, and they walk down to the ring, and I'm like, oh, God, please, no, this is not good. And then Dolph gets in the ring, and it turns out it is Dolph versus Seth Rollins. I'm like, okay, good, all right, cool. But Drew is at ringside, so I'm like, oh, no. I remember when I was little boogeyman scared me. Drew is destruction, exactly. Dude, incredible. So Drew is ringside, and Seth and Dolph have a really good match. It spanned what, like 2, 3 commercial breaks. They definitely gave these two time, and the first hour of Monday Night Raw was better than 2 hours of Money in the Bank. Honestly, I'm not saying this to be sensational. The first hour of Raw was better than 2 hours of Money in the Bank easily. Even with Daniel Bryan, even with all the rest of these guys, I understand. All right, you guys love these superstars, but from a hype perspective and also a wrestling perspective, it was night and day. Even though Money in the Bank was a good pay-per-view, this was a good Raw at the beginning here. So the first hour was killing it. It starts to wind down. Of course, they're doing both their spots. Seth is noticeably slower on the step because of his incredible match he had last night with Elias. Elias pushed him to the limit, dude. Elias dropped the freaking macho elbow on him with these glasses. I saw these glasses, okay? When he was coming off the rope, I saw these glasses appear on his face. He went up to the top rope. Elias climbed the top rope, and he was getting ready. And as soon as he jumped, as soon as he was off the ropes completely and in the air, and I saw that elbow come up, these glasses appeared on his face, and he was like, "Oh, yeah." And it just smashed Seth. And that was the moment you could see Seth's spirit start to shatter a little bit. And that's why he had to do all the kinds of grabbing the tights and stuff to win that match, because Elias pushed him. Okay? He pushed him. Now, less than 24 hours later, he's wrestling one of the greatest wrestlers WWE has on the roster. And you could just see Seth was a little slower to the step. He wasn't as spry on his feet, and it was just great selling. You know, Seth could have wrestled a super spry, light on his feet match if he wanted to, but Seth was telling a great story here that he had just went through a grueling match, so he was slower running around the ring. He wasn't as quick to land the curb stomp. He wasn't as incredible as normal, and Dolph was there perfectly at the right time to capitalize on this. Drew was on the outside right over here, and Seth goes, he's like, "No, you're not going to interfere in this match." So he starts pounding on him. Dolph rolls him up, but Dolph does not get the pin there. Seth rolls up Dolph, and then Dolph reverses the roll up into his own roll up, and he's got the tights, and then 1, 2, 3. It is the 3. Brand new Intercontinental Champion Dolph freaking Ziggler comes back home to the championship that he's probably going to be most known for in his career. I don't know what that makes him, the 6-time champion, 7-time. I don't even know, man. I'm not that close with the record books like that, but I know it's probably like 6 or 7 times, something like that. Dolph Ziggler wins the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw. In a just they show the people in the crowd, and it's like the Undertaker look when Undertaker lost the streak, and you saw that guy in the crowd, like there were people in the crowd like, and I was like, everybody was like, I'm just telling you, dude, this was the look of the end of this match. Dolph walks out. He gets a promo a little bit later backstage with Drew McIntyre, and he's like, "Hey, man, all these people backstage, they talk a good talk, but when we say something, we mean it." He's got the title with him. He's looking extra fresh. Him and Drew are just like, yeah. Guess what? Guess what? We're not just talking. We're doing big things, and it was just, man, holy moly. The first hour of Raw was just, I put it up against pretty much any other first hour of a Raw except for anything that deals with like The Rock or Stone Cold. All right, any other first hour of Raw versus this first hour of Raw, I think it might be an okay contest. They absolutely killed it. Just so fun. So Seth is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. We have ourselves a Dolph Ziggler Continental Champion. Then we got Bobby Roode versus Kurt Hawkins, and man, in like a 28-second match, of course, Bobby Roode, he comes out, he's got his waist taped up from what happened last night when Finn Balor came off the ladder and coup de grace him. It was just crazy, man. It was crazy. Fruit roll-ups, yes, there were mad roll-ups, man. Mad roll-ups. What else we got? Why are people getting timed out, dude? All he said was All he said was he was fire. I don't know why people are getting timed out. Hang on, let me check. Let me see if I'm missing something here. Am I missing something? I don't know what I'm missing, man. Why is Mikey getting timed out? I don't know. I don't know, man. What's Mikey saying? Dolph is HBK? I don't know, man. Don't be timing people out just because they're sharing their opinion. Only time people out if they're like repeatedly swearing or doing something too outlandish, man. I don't know what he did, but don't do that. All right, don't time people out for just stating stuff about who they think people look like or wrestle like. Anyway, Bobby Roode destroys Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins had he had a little bit of a chance at the beginning, but like I said, this is probably like a 1 minute match, maybe a 1 minute match. Bobby Roode wins, walks out with the victory. Then, in probably what was the segment that made me laugh the most, that made me the happiest to be watching Raw, we got Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the Deleter of Worlds versus Heath Slater and Rhino. And Heath Slater and Rhino, they did a pretty good job in this match. But what really set this apart from any other Monday Night Raw match between the Deleter of Worlds and whoever they're going to fight is the fact that on the Titantron comes up Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, and they are pretending to be broken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Bo Dallas is pretending to be his brother. He's got the hat, he's got the fake beard, and he's actually talking like him. And Curtis Axel is doing his best broken Matt Hardy promo, and it's just so funny, man. They're like, "We're not scared of you, the earth and the stars and the universe and all that stuff, man." Incredible. It was so funny. Just incredible stuff. Anyway, so Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, they eventually defeat Heath Slater and Rhino, but Heath Slater and Rhino, they caught them slipping because of this promo from the B team, and I just really loved it. I really wanted to give them a promo for this, but nah. It was just so funny though. God, I was cracking up, man. It was so cool to realize that Bo Dallas is going to fight his real life brother in the WWE. I'm finally going to be able to see what I have talked about for years. I've been saying, please, Bo Dallas versus Bray Wyatt. Please, please, please. I want to see it. Or back when Bray Wyatt had the Wyatt family, I was like, he should turn Bo Dallas to a member, because Bo Dallas is always like, oh, you got to believe, and always so positive and stuff. It would have been so cool to see the fall of that positivity into like a drone of the Wyatt family, and actually brother and brother on the same squad. It would have been cool. It would have been like kind of like the new age Undertaker and Kane, but not as epic, but it still would have been cool to me. I like it a lot. Hawkins will never have a chance. Let's face the facts. Man, maybe Hawkins will break his. Who's he going to break his streak against? Who is Hawkins going to break his streak against? That's a fun thing to think about. I thought he might get it tonight, honestly, because Bobby Roode's been on such a losing streak. I thought maybe it'd be like, okay, well, just give it against Bobby Roode. That way you can say my streak breaking was glorious, and then him and Bobby Roode can get into a feud, and we can actually see what Kurt Hawkins can do, because Kurt Hawkins is a good wrestler, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I've seen his matches before. He's not a bad wrestler at all. This guy is very talented in the ring. As long as he's been keeping his skills together, he should be able to put together a pretty dang good match, a pretty dang good rivalry with whoever he eventually gets a rivalry with, if it ever happens. Who knows? So anyway. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt win against Heath Slater and Rhino, and there was a very, very good promo. I would say go back and watch that for sure. Then we get Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal has an entrance with his sidekick still in the neck brace from last night. James Ellsworth, bring back Eugene. You guys are so funny. Jinder Mahal comes out and he's so happy. He looks so confident. I love the exuding of confidence. You can just feel the air change when Jinder Mahal comes out, because he believes in himself. That his title run was not for nothing. I know a lot of people are mad that he was WWE champion and they hated that period of time and they just want to forget about it, but it made Jinder Mahal a higher level of threat instead of just the guy that they bring out like I'm sorry to say it, but currently like a lot of people on the roster like Kurt Hawkins or Heath Slater or Rhino, just people who get brought out here just to have someone to wrestle against and might put on an okay match here and there. It elevated him. And what did we lose? What did we lose? We still have AJ Styles is the WWE champion. We have so many people in the main event now. We have Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jeff Hardy. We have so many people up there that I don't think it hurt anything. It just delayed things, yes, but I don't see anything hurt. Jinder Mahal comes out and he's exuding this confidence like he has the belt around his waist, but there's no belt there. He's just like, yeah, he's so happy. And Chad Gable's already in the ring. He got that entrance during the commercial break, I guess. Whenever they do that, it's like, okay, what's going to happen here? Chad Gable gets a few shots in. Chad Gable tests him a little bit, but Jinder Mahal just looks dominant in this match, and Jinder Mahal runs over Chad Gable completely. Not much else I can really say about that match. Just not important enough to really go into the moves or into what this might mean because I really don't know at this point, and I honestly I could care less, but not much less. He'll break the streak with Eugene. Grab the tights all the time. Yes, maybe. So then we get a backstage segment. I think before the Jinder Mahal skit or Jinder Mahal match, where Sasha Banks and Bayley are backstage, and Sasha Banks is like, "I know how you are. You're looking at your match. You're looking at the Money in the Bank match from last night, and you're beating yourself up about it." And Sasha's like, "I just want to be the best." And Bayley's like, "Yeah, I know what you mean." And Sasha's like, "No, I know you don't." And uh, they decide to become friends again. They patch up their differences after everything that they've been through together, and I'm just sitting here like, oh gosh, man, this is where Raw is about to take that turn, because up until now it's been a pretty good Raw. It's been on the up and up, but this is where I started to be like, here we go, guys. We're gonna revisit old rivalries and stuff that you never put a cap on and stuff you never deliver on. Bayley versus Sasha only mattered in NXT, and man, all right. So anyway, they decide to team up, and they're gonna face the Riot Squad together. And not the whole Riot Squad, mind you, just Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, not Ruby Riot, not the one who could probably take out both of them by herself. With the way they booked her recently, Ruby Riot is I would say should be next in line for a Raw Women's Championship shot. Forget Ronda Rousey for a second. Forget Nia Jax. I really believe that the next person who should face Alexa Bliss, based off of in-ring performance, Ruby Riot. But they left her out of this. Ruby Riot was just on the ringside. There was um, a lot of back and forth in this match between Sasha Banks and Bayley and the Riot Squad, but Riot Squad kept it together pretty well. I honestly don't even remember how they won, but that just shows you how much this match was just like, ugh. Anyway, so the Riot Squad wins. They defeat Sasha Banks and Bayley, but it was just a delivery. It was just a way to deliver us the ending. Okay. So the Riot Squad walks out, they're hugging, they're happy and everything, and Sasha Banks and Bayley, they stay in the ring. They have a face-to-face where Sasha is visibly upset. She's kind of pushing Bayley off of her, and then the ref gets in the way, but Sasha doesn't care, and she just shoves Bayley to the ground. Then she walks out, and everybody's like, "Oh man, is Sasha finally turning heel? Man, I sure hope so." But man, this feud. All right, so anyway, we go backstage later on, and Bayley is no, Sasha's just walking, and Bayley's like, "Come back here. I'm not done with you. I want to talk to you." And Sasha just keeps walking. So Bayley, she lets her emotions get the best of her, and she grabs Sasha Banks by the hair, turns her around by her hair, starts smashing her, starts beating her up. But Sasha still wins the backstage brawl. Sasha hits her with a bunch of cupcakes or something, and then mashes her with tray that the cupcakes were on. Maybe I don't know. It looked like cake to me. It looked like there was cake, but Sasha Banks just decimates Bayley backstage. Even though Bayley got the jump on her, they're making Bayley look so ridiculously underpowered and just not smart and emotional and just everything you do not want in your like top of the card wrestlers, man. Do you want a wrestler like this? I don't know. I don't at all. So, anyway, Bayley's laid out. Sasha Banks just walks off. So we'll revisit this later. Okay, that's not the end of this. I wish it was, but it's not. Then we get Kurt Angle. He's standing in the ring and he's going to deliver the message that Stephanie McMahon had sent him earlier, which had nothing to do with Ronda Rousey. Had nothing to do with Ronda Rousey. Everybody was like, okay, Ronda Rousey's going to be unsuspended. It's going to be a triple threat between Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey, and Alexa Bliss at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. No. The message that Kurt Angle, he's standing in the middle of the ring, and this is the message he gives. Hopefully we have it. I would absolutely love to see that this is actually a thing. Yes. All right. Yes, I do have it. Probably gonna be an ad. Yep, there's ads. Just give me a second. So weird. Came back for a bit a few years ago as a trainer. Really? Eugene Krabs. Yeah, Eugene Krabs was training. That's cool. I didn't know that either. Adam Bomb with the factoids, man. You're gonna catch a lot of cool stuff in this chat over here, guys. If you're listening to my review after the fact or anything like that, make sure to check the chat out every now and then because you get some good know-how from a lot of my moderators and stuff.
Spoke to the Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon, and she informed.
Okay, here it is, guys. All right, so Kurt Angle comes out. It's after commercial, and we get word on what Stephanie McMahon told Kurt Angle, and here's what she told him.
I spoke to the Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon, and she informed me that WWE officials have made an agreement as to when Brock Lesnar would defend the Universal Championship next. The question is, who will it be against?
Roman Reigns comes down to the ring. Here comes the big dog. Here comes the big dog. Michael Cole just lays into that big dog stuff. Let's see if I can fast forward a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, hang on. Don't you do that.
Right in front of you, Kurt. The answer to your question is standing right in front of you, Kurt.
Standing right in front of you, Kurt.
I beat Brock Lesnar at the greatest Royal Rumble. I know it, he knows it, you know it, we all know it.
It's true, man.
So that means
my book,
I am
Roman
the
did win that match.
uncrowned Universal Champion. And it's no secret, you seem to be having a few problems running Raw. So I would think a full-time champion that defends every single Monday night of the year would help you out a great deal, Kurt.
It's true.
Oh, you're the guy, huh?
Here comes Bobby
Even
Lashley.
before I was in the
Bobby Lashley comes out, his music hit, and I'm like, whose music is this? Like, I really am having trouble recognizing his music. His theme song sounds like a bunch of guitars just like bashing against each other for a good 3 minutes. Like, his theme music needs an upgrade. But anyway, I'll tell you what doesn't need an upgrade is Bobby Lashley's character and his intensity. In this promo, this is what I've wanted to see from Bobby Lashley since he showed up. So I'm glad they're getting on track. Maybe Sami Zayn was just a feud to, like, you know, get him into the momentum or the rhythm of working in the WWE. Maybe that's what the Sami Zayn thing was about. Maybe it wasn't to give him like an actual feud. Maybe it was just to make sure that he's on par and ready to go with someone like a Roman Reigns or someone like a Brock Lesnar. So Bobby Lashley shows up, and this is a breath of fresh air for his character. My goodness. So this is what he said.
Even before I was in the WWE, I watched you bang your head against the wall for 3
years trying to beat Brock Lesnar. Roman, you don't have what it takes to finish the job.
Oh, is that right?
Oh,
Talking that
big
trash.
dog. This may be your yard, but I've been trying to get my hands on Brock Lesnar ever since you were a little pup. So why don't
Since
you
you were a
step
little
aside
pup,
and
big
let somebody
dog.
that can beat Brock. Oh, I can beat Brock, and I can also beat you.
Ooh.
All right, guys, hold up.
Talking that
Listen.
trash.
You're both deserving of facing Brock Lesnar. But so are others. So here's what we're gonna do. The one who faces Brock Lesnar next is the one who wins the multi-person match in Extreme Rules.
Multi-person
make
match
an
at
announcement
Extreme
of the-
Rules. He's going to be announcing it later on, but this is intriguing. I don't know how many people it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a fatal four-way, a six-man match. I have no idea. But Kurt Angle steps in and he decides there's going to be a multi-person match at Extreme Rules to decide who actually will face Brock Lesnar. And if Braun Strowman wasn't the monster in the bank, it'd be no question. Like, he'd just be the #1 contender. There wouldn't be a multi-person match to find out who's going to face Brock Lesnar. There wouldn't be. It would just be, yeah, it's Braun. Braun has won more matches than anybody here. On top of that, he's won more impressive matches than anyone here. He won the Money in the Bank match. He won the greatest Royal Rumble with the highest amount of male competitors in any Rumble of all time. He continues to smash the entire roster week in and week out. He's the literal #1 contender. That Money in the Bank contract literally took him out of #1 contendership. There is no way that Bobby Lashley, after beating Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns, after beating Jinder Mahal, should be #1 contender over Braun Strowman after beating everybody else. Literally everybody else. That Money in the Bank briefcase is an anchor that is holding Braun Strowman off of the #1 contendership at this point. He doesn't even need it at all, and this is what I said when he won it. What is the point of putting it on him? He should be above and beyond all this, but I guess it's to keep him out of all this so that they could put one of these two or some other people into that #1 contendership. I just do not agree with it at all. And, I'm glad they put it on somebody that we like and that has been, using the term anchor again, has been an anchor for Monday Night Raw in recent weeks. But, man, it is simply a barrier, a ceiling to Braun Strowman at this point, because he is the real #1 contender. I am sorry, but it is real. Okay? It is real. Braun should be the #1 contender. Let's continue.
Superstars at a later date, but you two would be two of those superstars.
There you go. Okay, so there we have it. I didn't realize I stopped that so close to the end. I wouldn't even played the rest of it. Anyway, so then the Revival comes out, and the Revival's like, you two are the reason why people like us can't get what we deserve out here. You guys are just main eventers, and that stops now. So the Revival comes out and says, we're going to beat you both. So we get a match between Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley as a team, and they have definite miscommunication because they're trying to they want to destroy each other to become the Universal Champ. And then we have Dash and Dawson, and I was hoping Dash and Dawson would pull off a pretty okay match here. And admittedly, I missed some of this match because I had some technical problems. But man, it would have been really cool to see Dash and Dawson pick up this win here, and then after the win, Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley have problems together. But nah, it's just miscommunication, and Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns win off of a spear, from what I hear. I hear that Bobby Lashley. I didn't really get to see the end of the match, but oh man, I think it could have been better handled, and I think a loss for both of them right here would be a firm wake-up call that they've really got to step up their game. I think that'd be a good uphill climb for both of them to be like, yo, you really want to beat Brock? You guys got to keep your eyes on the prize and stop fighting amongst each other, and start realizing there's a beast on the horizon for both of you, and to fight later, because this actually showed that once again Dash and Dawson, one of the greatest tag teams they have on the roster, gets mashed, and then they still have miscommunication that still would have been there if they would have lost. There's no point in this win. This loss could have been a good firm way for them to have a post-match beatdown, because even if Dash and Dawson won and they walk off and they're up the ramp holding their ribs and high-fiving each other like, yeah, we got him, and then all of a sudden Bobby Lashley turns around Roman and picks him up into the vertical suplex and suplexes him, that would have been awesome, because then we still would have seen this clash between those two. Meanwhile, you got somebody else who might be able to step up and challenge against the B team or the Deleter of Worlds after they're done with their little feud, because they'd be like, dude, you guys forget we beat Roman and Bobby Lashley? Like, they could use that as props, but they took it the opposite direction, and they let the Revival lose, which I do not agree with. But hey, it's in the books now, so what do I got to do? What do I got to do? What can I do? So, then, next up, this was very, very close to the end of this episode of Raw. It was a good Raw up to this point as well. No Way Jose comes out, and Mojo Rawley's already in the ring, ready to fight him, and Mojo Rawley just destroys No Way Jose. At least No Way Jose got a cool entrance, but man, Mojo Rawley was just, he was brutal as heck. And then Mojo Rawley takes the mic. He gets the mic afterwards because he's getting interviewed, and they're talking to him. And Mojo's like, I used to stay hype, but now I'm just gonna stay focused. So I wonder what this is gonna mean. Is Mojo going higher up the fight card? Is Mojo gonna be the next person to possibly touch on the Intercontinental Championship? Is he? I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea, but it looks good to me. I'm happy for it. No Way Jose has been on a pretty good rise. Maybe this is going to be the next feud or something. I don't know. I don't know, but Mojo Rawley looked really, really good here. I liked it, and I'm looking for more, man. I'm looking for more from Mojo. I hated not seeing him on Raw for so long. Then we got the ending of Monday Night Raw. Which was pretty okay. It was a tag team match between Braun Strowman, Finn Balor. They were a team once again. I don't understand this, man. I don't understand how this came together, but it did. So anyway, I had to deal with it. It's Finn Balor and Braun Strowman once again. Braun Strowman gets teamed up with somebody. I didn't notice Finn Balor smiling as much, so maybe they're starting to put him into that into a more serious role, and not so much this just happy-go-lucky Finn Balor. I'd like to see that. And they are fighting against Kevin Owens, bruised up Kevin Owens. People were calling him Kevin Brokens. And Constable Baron Corbin, my man. His brand new haircut and his ring gear. His ring gear was just corporate ring gear. He had a vest on and a dress shirt and everything, man. He did not look like he was ready for a match against Braun Strowman. But let me tell you something here. They made it a point in this match to put Baron Corbin against Braun Strowman a couple times, clashing head to head, and Baron Corbin did not look completely outclassed like what Braun has been doing with a lot of other superstars, just straight tossing them and just picking him up and treating him like a beanbag, as he put it earlier in the night. It was good. I like knowing that they are at least grooming some people to be able to test Braun, because right now Braun is untouchable. Everybody knows it. But it's nice to see some people chipping away on that armor, and Baron Corbin is definitely... they did it more than once in this match where Baron Corbin went head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Braun and actually had him down a couple times. There was a pin attempt on Braun, so they're not letting him be completely untouchable, but there's only a few superstars that are able to chip away at that armor a little bit. Cool spot where Braun, he's like, okay, I got to work as a team with this guy, and they're both on the outside. So he looks at Finn Balor on the apron. He's like, you gonna do this? You gonna do it? And Finn is like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm doing it. So he tags him in, lifts him up into a military press, and just throws him out of the ring on top of both Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin, and it smashes him. But eventually, surprisingly, Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens win this match. Good stuff here. I'm really glad. Like I said, cracks in the armor. They can't continue on this trajectory with Braun, especially if there's going to be any sort of believable match between him and anybody in the near future. So I was glad that Braun and Finn lost this. It was more of Finn's fault. They definitely pinned it on Finn, but still, you know. But still, so Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin walk out with the victory at the end, and it's just an overall good episode of Monday Night Raw. I must say, I had fun the whole night through. It was over quicker than I thought it would be. It was over quicker than I thought it would be. Time flies when you're having fun, and honestly, this 3 hours felt like maybe an hour and a half, and that's when you know things are looking good, as Booker T would put it. Man. All right, so overall, this is one of the great Raws in recent history. I don't mean to play it up too much, but if they continue on with what they've done, they've taken the Intercontinental Championship away from Seth, so now Seth's going to be on the hunt. They have made the Riot Squad appear to be even more of a credible threat. They have Sasha and Bayley. Hopefully that's going to be something. Oh yeah, I didn't touch on the Bayley thing. Hang on a second. Bayley catches Sasha one more time before the show is over, and Sasha's like, I'm done talking to you. And Sasha gets in her car, and Bayley's like, open the door, and then Sasha just drives off, and that's the end. And Bayley throws like I don't know what she had, maybe a Jamba Juice or something. She threw something at her. I don't know what it was. And she hits her car, but Sasha just continues to drive off, and that's it. No fight, no nothing. So maybe this will be the actual delivery on something like, I was telling people during Monday Night Raw, Sasha and Bayley and Charlotte and Becky, there was a point in time where like they literally made NXT for me. Like I didn't care about NXT, and then I started to see them killing it the way they were, and I used to like use my mobile data on my phone just so I could, when I was away from home, I'd be like, oh, hang on. No, I got to get a good signal. Like, I'd be trying to watch TakeOver just to see Bayley and Sasha. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I used to love these two, and they can do it, man, if they get Bayley's heart into this. I'm just not seeing that drive from Bayley as it is right now. Maybe this will reignite it. I don't know, man. They've been teasing it for so long. It's kind of like somebody holding up a spoon to your mouth, and it's delicious ice cream, and it's right there, and they're like, no. And right when it gets close to your mouth, no. No. Like, just keep on doing it over and over again until you're like, dude, I don't even want the ice cream. Like, I already ate like some other type of ice cream, and it was good. It's fine, dude. I'm full. I'm good. You keep that. So, hopefully, they will put the ice cream in our mouths, and it will taste delicious. Or I will delete it. Maybe. Yeah, Nia is selling her injury. Nia did not show up. Nia didn't show up. Ember didn't show up. Natty didn't show up. There was no Mickey James for weeks now. I don't know where Alicia Fox is at. I hear she's injured, but I mean, how long are you injured for? I don't know, man. No Dean, of course. No return of Jason Jordan. No Gold Dust. No R-Truth. Like, I can go on and on, man. There's so many people who weren't showcased. But honestly, this Raw was so jam-packed with good stuff that it's fine. It's all good, man. It's all good. Those people can take the night off. Especially Nia did a great job last night. Nia and Ronda Rousey, they surprised me. I've always had a good feeling about Nia's in-ring skills, and she showed it off last night. She did a really good job, and Ronda killed it as well. Very, very good stuff. So overall, I'm gonna give this Raw an 8.5 because I think it was a better piece of wrestling, a better piece of of just pushing storylines forward and making me hype for the future and delivering on, like I said, the attention to detail, because Seth Rollins lost in the way that he won the night before previously. And his previous match, they even touched on this in the interview they did with him. It could have affected him negatively. So he didn't just lose to Dolph, he lost to Elias, kind of. Elias had a cool little segment where he played the guitar and stuff. Of course, he had a cool little song that he played. They let him play a full song, and I liked it. It was called "What Would Elias Do?" I'm pretty sure that was the name of the song. And at the end, he destroyed the people of Grand Rapids. Just 8.5, man. I would honestly rather watch this Raw than watch Money in the Bank. Just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. I think it was a better overall show. I think it pushed forward storylines. And if I missed Money in the Bank and I saw this, I'd be like, okay, cool. You know, I understand what happened. I understand where we're going. I have much more hope for these storylines and things after what happened at Money in the Bank and what happened here on Raw than I had before Money in the Bank. So they've done a good job to kindle more interest, and I really enjoyed this Monday Night Raw. So I'll say 8.5. It's one of those Raws that if you missed it, you're probably going to miss out on why these storylines are happening, why Baron Corbin is wrestling in this outfit, why at Extreme Rules we're going to have a multi-man match, why Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns are doing this. Like, honestly, just detail on top of detail, folding everything on top of each other and making sure that we're not feeling stupid for watching the pay-per-view and expecting it to matter. It does matter. Incredible. I'm saying 8.5. You guys let me know now. Everybody in the chat, I want to see your ratings. All right. You guys get to go on record and tell everybody on the internet what you rated. So everybody in the chat, you let me know. What do you think? I'm seeing Boss. Boss says 8.5 just like me. Yeah, no Tamina. I don't even know if Tamina's on Raw. Is Tamina on Raw? No, there was no Zack Ryder. I can go on and on, man. There was no a lot of people. It was cool to see Chad Gable and stuff, though. After their match last night, as soon as they came back through this curtain, Nia and Ronda got praised a bunch by a bunch of talent and management on the performance. Yeah, dude. Epic, epic, epic. Seriously. Joe Hardaway says 8.5. Adam Bob says 8.5. Finish Hype King says 8.9. Yeah, man, we're averaging right around that 8.5. I'm glad to see that, man. I'm glad to see that. Maybe I should ask you guys before I deliver my rating next time. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yo, thank you very much. Whoever just followed me on Twitch. I can't read it right now, but hopefully you'll go back and blow this up and you'll see your name on the screen. I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know if she's on SmackDown or not. Ricky Gray says 9 out of 10. Lady Death says 8.5. Was what recorded? I think she's asking, it was the praise that Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey was getting backstage after Money in the Bank. Was any of that recorded? Do they have like an interview with a bunch of superstars that were saying how good it was? Because honestly, I loved it. You guys, go back and watch my review. You're gonna see I gave a pretty good rating to Money in the Bank. They did a pretty good job. It had those hot and cold points, but overall, it was definitely a pay-per-view to watch. Heck to the yes. Oh, yeah. I think she's talking about the actual interviews where the superstars were giving praise to them. Well, there you guys go. This was Grapple Chat for Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank, June the 18th, 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're looking for some more entertainment, if you're going to be up for another couple hours, I'm going to be doing, in just a few minutes, I'll be doing my Monday night cinema adventure that I call Cine Monday, which is where I put a full movie on the screen for people over on my Twitch channel, and we watch the movie, we have fun, we talk about it, we make jokes. It's just an overall cool night of just, we sit down, you eat some popcorn, I'm gonna eat my snacks, have some drinks, just hang out and watch a movie from yesteryear that you may have never seen before. Give some respect to I don't want to call it ancient, but old cinema history. I have to make sure that these movies are not copywritten or anything so that I don't get in trouble. But this movie is a movie that I've seen once before, and I gotta go back to it. I gotta see it again. So I will be seeing you guys in just a few minutes over on twitch.tv Gritty Urban Saga. The link is on my main YouTube channel as well. So if you go to my YouTube channel right now, you'll see Gritty live streams right at the top. You just click on that. That's going to take you straight there. That'll probably be live in about 30 minutes. That way I can make sure that I have it all set up and it looks great and all that. You know, I got an attention to detail, just like WWE did tonight. I loved it. Thank you so much, WWE. They're proving that they can deliver a good Raw when they want to. And tonight they definitely did that. So praise, 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 love, love, love. Thank you everybody who showed up. Thank you to Miss Lala, Adam Bomb, Finish Hype King, freaking Joe Hardaway, Lady Death, Ricky Gray, man, everybody, Boss Gaming, everybody who showed up for this chat. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. And I will be seeing you guys if you're not interested at all in hanging out. I'll be seeing you on tomorrow's broadcast for SmackDown Live and the Grapple Chat review of what happens on SmackDown, because you know SmackDown's been doing a little better than Raw recently, I would say. So I'm expecting a better show tomorrow, which gets me hyped, dude. If we get like an 8.9 or a 9 out of SmackDown tomorrow, woo! I will catch you guys there. Thank you so much for being part of it. I'm gonna have to Photoshop up this picture that I'm doing, the thumbnail for this video, and then I'm gonna be over on Twitch doing the hotness for you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in just a bit. Gritty Urban, that's me. Grapple Chat, that's this.